You may have seen my video on ripping my science book in half. Well, I'm going to show you how I did it. It's a really simple trick. Really, I know there's a bunch of other tutorials for this online, but I decided to post one. So here I have my old cheat code book from like 2002 or something. A little outdated, so I'm going to use this. First thing you need to do is get something with fairly thin pages, like a phone book. That's what most people use. These pages are pretty thin, easy to rip through. Next thing you have to be somewhat strong. I mean, not really. I could do it pretty easily. So here's what you do. Start out. Don't hold it like this, with the pages up this way. You try to rip it. It's not as easy that way, trust me. Because then you have to rip through this. The binding is not easy to get through. So you rip through, starting at the top. Now what I normally do is on the side facing you, put a little rip in the cover, because the cover is very hard to get through. Make this rip about an inch deep. There we go. And that's where you're going to rip through. Now, fold the whole thing right near that rip as hard as you can and pinch with your fingers. Now if you look closely, you can see that it's making a bit of air between the pages there. It makes it so that you can rip through each page one by one. Then, if you do it just right, it starts to rip. I mean, some people can rip it right through all the way, but I'm not the strongest guy, so it takes me a couple of tries. There we go. Starting to rip. If you just try to grab it and go like this, yeah, first of all, you're ripping by pulling away, yet with these knuckles, keep it pinched at the same time. Don't try to go like this, pull them in opposite directions. That seems like the logical thing to do, but it doesn't work. So here we go. I ripped about halfway through. Once you can get through to the other side, it's a piece of cake, but that's the hard part. So let's see. Get a good pinch. There we go. Almost through. Another try. If you want, you can try ripping from the other side. Turn it around. Pinch so you can see the air in there. Oh yeah, that's right. Get a rip in the cover. There we go. Okay. Pinch. Get it just right. And it will come apart. There we go. Okay. Now it's ripped through, but I'm going to show you again on this side. The hardest part is learning how to pull it apart. You're sort of... Alright, let me get the rip. You gotta pinch it hard as you can. Like that, you can see the gaps in between the pages. Now, while I'm still pinching, I'm pulling the top away, bottom goes together. Right? So, that's the sort of motion you need. There we go. So anyway, once you get that, just keep on ripping until you really get all the way through. Then you might want to pull it in different directions or whatever. Do whatever you can to just get the book fall apart. Like that. There we go. Getting some nice rips in there. And you can see that I'm clearly ripping through all the pages. And now we got a big stack of paper. You can show your audience if you want, but it's all individual pages. You really ripped it in half. Completely destroyed. Rip the cover off. And here you can see the binding. And you should be able to rip it in half pretty easily. So there's a simple little trick. Makes it look pretty tough, but it's pretty simple. If I can do it, I'm sure you can do it a lot better than I can. So give that a try. See how it works.